Hi friends, welcome to my channel. How are you all during this corona pandemic time? Hope you are all safe and enjoying with your parents and siblings at home. We are all expecting that this time shall too pass and you could meet your teachers and friends face to face in the classroom. Till then, let's connect with YouTube channels. Today, let's start with the new poem of Standard 10th, 1.4, All the World's a Stage by William Shakespeare. I, Alamukarthi Neeraj Kumar, is going to teach you this poem. Whoever has not subscribed the channel, please subscribe and click on the bell icon to get the updates of my new videos. Before getting into the poem, I will give you a brief idea about the author William Shakespeare. We all know about him as he was a famous English playwright and actor. He was born on 1564 and died on 1616. He was world's prominent dramatist, written about 39 plays. He is also known as England's national poet or Bard of Avon. It's nothing but a poet. He traditionally recites so many epics. He has written 154 sonnets. Sonnets is a short poem of 14 lines. 8 lines will have one rhyme and another 6 lines it is called as sestet. He wrote variety of plays like comedies, tragedies, etc. His famous plays I am mentioning 3 here: Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet and Macbeth. But so many more plays are there. So 39 plays I already mentioned. These are some pictures related to his plays and some books for you to refer. Now the main theme of the poem or summary of the poem. You can see in the picture that the 7 stages in the life of the human being is shown. That is from birth till the old age. That is, human beings are compared to the players and actors and world as a stage. This masterpiece is in fact a speech delivered by one of the characters of his play As You Like It. During the course of drama of life, the character appear and disappear on the stage to perform their role. And there are 7 stages of this drama. Birth is entrance and death is exit. Now, let us learn in detail about the different stages of life as explained by Shakespeare. I will give line by line explanation of the poem. All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. Here, Shakespeare wants to tell that the world is a stage and human beings are players or actors playing our respective roles. As he himself was a playwright, he compares the world to a stage. They have their exits and entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. Here, the poet says that each one of us has a time to enter to the stage and a time to exit from the stage. Exit depicts death and entrance depicts birth. And one human being plays so many roles in his own lifetime. His acts being 7 ages, at first the infant, marveling and puking in the nurse's arms. The life of the human being is divided into 7 stages. At first the infant or the small baby, he will be marveling and puking in his nurse's arms. Marveling means crying feebly like all the infants cry, and puking means vomiting as all the infants do in the nurse's arms. Here nurse depicts mother. Then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. The schoolboy who who doesn't want to go to school with his satchel. Satchel here represents the school bag, and the schoolboy has a shining bright face and he was creeping like a snail, that is moving like a snail very slowly because he was unwilling to go to school. And then the lover, sighing like a furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. So, the next stage is of a lover who is sighing like a furnace. Sighing means huffing and puffing. As a furnace generally emits lots of smoke, the lover is compared to the furnace who is sighing. That is, he writes sad poem about his mistress' eyebrows. Students, I hope you understood so far. Let's proceed to the explanation of the next part. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the part, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. Here, the life of the human being is compared to that of the soldier, full of strange oaths, means promises, with a beard like a leopard, eager to defend his honor and quick to find. The soldier puts himself in front of cannon's mouth, risking his life to seek fame. That is, fleeting as delicate as a soap bubble. Here, the poet depicts the struggling youth who struggles for fame and reputation which does not last long. He also represents youth in the most impulsive nature. Now the next part. And then the justice in fair round belly with good capon lined, with eye severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. This is the fifth stage of the human being. In this stage, he is a judge with a nice fat belly because of careless eating habits. His eyes are stern and he is given the beard a respectable cut. He is full of wise sayings and up-to-minute anecdotes. Here, the human being is a matured man, and this is depicted in the lines with eyes severe, and he has given the beard a formal cut. The next part, the sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. The next stage shows the skinny old man in slippers, glasses on his nose, and money bag at his side. The stockings he was wearing during the youth hangs loosely. His voice has shrunk back to the childish quick. This stage depicts the human being after he retires from his responsibilities. Glasses on his nose shows his eyesight has weakened, and the pouch on the side depicts his life earnings, and the loose stockings represents that he has become far less impulsive as he was during his youth. The next part, the last scene of all that ends his strange eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Last stage shows the end of the strange eventful history. Our hero, that is the human being, is full of forgetfulness, enters his second childhood without teeth, without eyes, without taste, and without everything. students, I hope you understood the poem. Now, what to take from the poem? From this poem, it is clear that we need to fulfill our responsibilities during each stage of life. For example, stage 3 youth or the young person, he should be self-motivated and not lazy like the old people, or he should not behave as if he is in stage 6 or 7. Or again, one more thing we can say that he should not complain like a schoolboy and should keep on trying to achieve success. Finally, the conclusion is life is a drama, world is a stage, and we human beings are actors. The theme hints at the greatest irony in the lives of human beings. That is, Shakespeare, he has described the various stages of human lives, and the use of imagery and of acting of a different stage is a recurrent one in Shakespeare. Glossary or the meanings of hard words. Good capon lined with excess fat from careless eating. Youthful hose, close fitting covering forelegs. Shank, the part of the leg between knee and ankle. Oblivion, the state of being unaware of what is happening around. Sans, without. Players, actor. Whining, crying. Part, poetical short form of leopard. Bubble reputation, doing useless things for one's reputation. Cannon's mouth, facing great danger to life. Now let us see the figures of speech in this poem. Let's learn the example of metaphor. All the world's a stage, and all men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances. Seeking the bubble reputation is second childishness. These are the examples of metaphor. Now let us see the examples of simile. Creeping like snail, sighing like furnace, bearded like the pard. These are the examples of simile. To know how to identify the figure of speech, do watch my previously uploaded videos on figures of speech. I have given detailed explanation of the common figures of speech in that. Now let's see alliteration. Children, you can mark against each line what all figures of speech I have told. With a awful ballad, quick in quarrel, his youthful horse well saved a world too wide, for his shrunk shank made to his mistress eyebrows. These are the examples of alliteration in this poem. Inversion, and one man plays many parts in his time. Creeping like snail, unwilling to school, with eye severe and beard of formal cut, his acts being 7 ages. These are the explanation of inversion. Inversion means not in the proper grammatical order, and alliteration means sound is repeated. Let's see the example of onomatopoeia. And whistles in his sound, marveling and puking in nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy. These are the examples of onomatopoeia. Repetition, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Here the word sans is repeated, that is why it is repetition. Transferred epithet, with a awful ballad. Here awful is described to the ballad, but actually it is describing the lover. That is why it is transferred epithet. Let's learn the appreciation of the poem. As you all know, appreciation of the poem first contains the title. So the title here is All the World's a Stage. Poet William Shakespeare. Rhyme scheme. There is no rhyme scheme, but there is a steady rhythm of 5 beats in each line. This you need to write. Favorite line. You can choose any of the lines of the poem and you can write as your favorite line. Central idea or theme. The central idea or theme of this poem is cycle of life. That is, there are 7 stages of life, 7 stages of drama, and during this course of drama of life, the character appear and disappear on the stage to perform their role. Okay, that you have to mention while writing the central idea. Figures of speech, I have explained so far. You can choose any 2 of that, and the lines and why the figure of speech is used. How you identified that as a figure of speech, that you need to mention over there. Special features of the poem or the type of the poem, language, tone or the implied meaning, etc. The special feature of this poem is it is an imaginary narrative style is used by the poet, which gives continuity to the poem, where one stage smoothly goes to the other stage. Why I like or dislike the poem? It shows the cycle of life which everyone is a part of. That is why I like the poem. And appreciation of the poem, students, English medium students, you need to write in the paragraph form, not in the point form. You have to make it a paragraph. Okay. So these all points should be mentioned while writing the appreciation of the poem. Students, I hope you understood. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and share the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.